Hey there, this is Mark Johnson from tech-snobs.com. Got a great video review today. Going to be looking at the Droid Razr Maxx. And I tell you this, I've been using this as my main device for the past week and a half or so. And overall, I'm rather pleased with it. It's number one, the battery life is nothing short of great. I mean, I've never seen a LTE device so far that's been out on the market that actually can get the type of battery life, and obviously a lot of it has to do with the 3300 milliamp hour battery in it. But I mean, I've gotten a day, 9 hours, 30 plus hours, multiple times, doing all kinds of things, downloading, just anything you think on the web, phone, Google Voice, streaming, and it just takes anything. I mean, it just keeps on going. I have yet to been able to drain it, just doing my normal use throughout the day. So that's a great thing to say. They've made leaps and bounds with the overall quality of the battery. Hopefully, they'll be able to continue to do this with other devices throughout 2012, because that's really one of the main things people always complain about, with these 4G devices, is the battery life. And, I've had Evo, I've had I got the Galaxy Nexus, every Android device, even with my iPhone 4S. I mean, by the time it gets around 10 o'clock during the day, it's, 50%, 40%. And don't, if I start using any of those devices heavily, it could be a lot less than that. So I got to give Motorola a lot of props for that. Especially, because it seems to be such a hard thing to do. Another thing I want to talk about on here is basically the overall performance. I mean, this thing flies. I mean, it goes, I can go through menus, apps, I can open up anything, rather quickly. I'm going here and do a speed test. I mean, just everything, it seems faster than my Nexus. It seems faster than the Razr. I had that. 1.2 dual core chip in here. Let's try a speed test and see what kind of speeds we get. Seems to be going a little weird there. Huh? Network communication issues. Let's try that again. There we go. This is Saturday morning. Very low speeds today. For whatever reason, must be some issues going on. In the past, I've gotten 17.9 down, 12 meg. It's been up and down. I mean, I've seen faster when I had the Razr, and sometimes on the Nexus. But the point of it is there's a lot more people getting on the 4G in the area. And right now, I'm kind of like in the basement of a condo, so it's kind of mixed, signal speed. I mean, it shows I got, I guess, 3 bars out of 5. So you can kind of take that for what it is. But every time I've ever tried to get anything, video play online, stream music from Google Music, it's been nothing short of, fantastic. So it's just overall just great. This is all over 4G. I mean, loads things very nice. Google Music, albums, everything's great there. Want to also look at this is the hardware. Down here in the corner, you have where you have your, get it out, the micro 4G LTE card here on the left, and then on the right you have the the micro SD card. Very good placement. Don't have to take the battery out. That seems to be a pain in a lot of devices. That's great. I'm glad that design. On the top of the device, you got your micro USB, and then you got your HDMI. I haven't got a chance to try the HDMI out yet, but hopefully I'll get a chance to do that soon. 1080p video recording. The microfiber Kevlar backing feels very solid. This thing feels much better in hand than the regular Razr. Overall feeling is just a good feeling. Volume rocker up and down, your power, and then just a great feeling hand. I'm going to compare it to some other devices. The Galaxy Nexus here, and these are some of the, still thinner than that. You know, definitely. Overall size of the devices, I mean, they're both basically the same size. So that's good. And then I'm going to also compare it to the iPhone 4S. As you can see, this kind of dwarfs that. But believe it or not, it's still thinner than the iPhone 4S. And that's to say that, you know, that's a good accomplishment they've, you know, been able to do, because this has usually been the thinnest device for, you know, the past couple years. So overall, I'll talk about a couple things I don't like about the device. I mean, the screen is good. It is Super AMOLED, but you know, it looks good to me. I'll say that. But the reality is when I put it up against the Nexus, when I was playing a video the other day, I mean, it looked pretty terrible compared to it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just, you know, I was looking at some basketball highlights, and I put them side by side, and I'm like, this, you know, the screen just didn't look as good. Now, with all being said, is that I really didn't notice it until I held them both up side by side. So if you haven't seen the Nexus screen, if you haven't seen the HTC Resound screen, or the there's another 720, I think it's the LG Spectrum or the LG Nitro on AT&T, you probably won't notice it. And honestly, the colors on this pop out, you know, very good. I mean, it's, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, too bad I say, but I guess since all these new phones coming out have 720p screens, it, you know, it does stand out, you know, when you hold them side by side. So overall, I think this device, I can highly recommend it, just for the simple fact that if you really want battery life to last you throughout the day, this is by far what you need to get. You know, if you're on Verizon, that is. Now, I will say it is getting ice cream sandwich soon. They promised it, but who knows when that'll be. You know, Motorola is saying that it's on their roadmap, so they are guaranteeing ice cream sandwich for it. Now, on the other end, if you want a device that's going to have the latest updates and it's going to, you know, always be on cutting edge, you will want to go with the Nexus. But overall, like I said, these are by far the two best Android devices on Verizon at the moment. So if you can't go wrong with either one. But once again, if you want updates, Nexus. If you want, you know, battery life, overall, the build quality of this overall I feel is better than the Nexus. The camera's better. Just a lot of things are just, you know, the feel is better. I go with the Razr Maxx. So yeah, any more questions? Be sure to like this video on YouTube, and take care. Have a great day. Bye.